Welcome to the first episode of Sailing Nowhere. This is a journey that I am taking with my son to get a boat and go traveling around the world. We are in the process of trying to find a boat, and hopefully we'll be getting into the positives and negatives, the ups and the downs, and everything that goes along with buying a boat. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought it was like buying a car, buying a house. It is so much more. So join us as we go through this process, buying a boat and fulfilling my dream. Hey everybody, this is Danny. I'm with Sailing Nowhere. And as you can see, I'm not on a boat. I'm in the middle of Iowa. And this is the garden that we have. And it is starting to die out. The weather is kind of misty and rainy. And I would rather be out on the water right now, getting wet that way rather than by the rain. But this process is going to take some time, and this is my very first video, and it might not be perfect, but don't worry, I'm a professional. It will get better, and I know how to break everything. But I want to let you know about dreams. I want to let you know about goals. The dream for me was 30 years ago. I wanted to get a boat. I wanted to retire on the water, go to the Caribbean, find Mr. Jimmy Buffett, go have a cheeseburger in paradise. Unfortunately, I waited way too long and he is no longer with us. But just recently, I got that dream back. And I said, I would like to do that. I want to do that. I think I can do that. Well, it wasn't until I was watching YouTube videos and I happened to see a couple. They used to be on land doing the van life. I'm not really interested in that. I did that a little bit, but I'm interested in the water. They got a boat. They got another boat. They got one that was brand new that they liked. I love that boat. That's what got me hooked. Unfortunately, the boat didn't work out, but I binge watched all their videos. Then I watched a family, and they started off with a monohull. And that monohull was cool, but it was one of those that I'm like, going sideways, I'm not sure about that. But they eventually got a catamaran. Now, I like the anecdotes this guy has. I like the family. They're really laid back. They're really cool. They'd be a fun couple and a fun group of kids to hang around with. And one of these days, it would be nice to have that. But I gotta get on the water. But they got me inspired. And they got me my dream back. And I'm like, how can I make this dream a reality? And I have to make it a goal. And that goal has to have a plan. And in order for you to have a plan, you have to have support, ideas. And I know me, if I try to do it on my own, I'm going to flub it up somehow, because remember, I'm a professional. So I got into the blue water cruising community. And they are really strict with me, because I thought it's going to be like buying a house or buying a car, you know, going out there and kicking the door, the tires or something like this, and yeah, I got a boat. No, because they have this philosophy, and it's the right philosophy. It is, you're not buying a boat, you're buying the lifestyle. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense at first. And I was like going through and I was looking at different boats and say, hey, will this fit me? This will fit me, you know, this is what I want. And I'm like, should I talk to them about it? Well, me being an idiot, I went ahead and sent it forward to them. And they said, whoa, stop. You haven't even made it through 1 week. You haven't filled out the paperwork. We have no idea who you are, what you want, what your dreams are, what kind of lifestyle do you want? And I'm like, you know what? I really never thought about that. I was just like, I want to get on a boat, go wherever the wind takes me. And I still want to do that, but you have to still have a plan. And so they're taking me through this process, and luckily they have kid gloves, and they're smiling all the time about it, because I'm sure that they've gone through this hundreds of times, and everybody is the same. They want to do this, they want to do this, they want to do this really quick. And they always have to, like, I remember when I was that way. That was me right over there on the other side of that desk. Well, I am slowing down. I am doing everything they're telling me. I'm doing the paperwork that they're wanting me to do. I'm doing the questionnaires, the evaluations on what I want to do, how I'm going to plan things, who's going with me, all these little questions that they have, which are very important, because I really didn't put too much stock into it at first. And now I'm into the process of where they're going to teach me what to look for in a boat. What kind of boat really entices me? What kind of sailing do I want to do? All these neat things that are going to pertain to this and going to assist me along the way. And it's going to be one of those things where they're not going to be just saying, here, you got a boat, now go. They're going to be there holding my hand the whole way. And believe me, if I don't know things, I'm going to hold their hands really, really tight, because I want to be correct, because I am a professional and I will break things. But anyway, this is my very first video, and I wanted to talk to you about your dreams and how you can get them over into your goals. All it is just the thoughts in your head to make a plan, and don't ever give up on it. And no matter how hard it is, keep going forward. And we are sailing nowhere. One of the projects we have is getting in this pile of rock and filling in our driveway. It's in need of it. So we're expecting a tractor here in a minute to help us out with that. Well, hey, looky there. We got the rock spread. One of our sad projects that we have is this 150-year-old tree. Losing some limbs, and we were hoping to be able to save it, but this is a very, very big tree. The reason we weren't able to save it was because right in there, you really can't see it from there, but walk back here a little further, you can see part of it's hollow. And it's been hollow for quite a while, because right here you can see a tree was growing inside of the tree, or it looked like it anyway. But this goes way back. I actually thought about making this into a studio apartment for one of the kids. Just a joke. One surprise that we had was there was a beehive that was living in there. And actually a hive of bees was formed in there, and we're going to be trying to save those later on. Hey, we did a thing. No more tree, just the stump, which they're going to grind out in the next few days, I think. But anyway, that was a bit of a mess trying to get that tree out of there. That was huge, but it was hollow all the way from about 2 feet from the base. That's the base right there, all the way up. Anyway, all we got now is we got to get the bees a new home. Mention about the bees. This is how we have them kind of winterized. We had to put some plastic over the big hole that was over here. It split from the tree itself, and as you can see, there's some hollow spots all the way back in there. We're just trying to keep them from dying out, because we value the bees. And we also got some sugar water with its feeder, so that when it gets warmer out and stuff and they start moving around, they might be able to sustain themselves, because out here in Iowa we lose all of the flowers, and they have no way of getting food, and we don't know what they lost as far as their stockpiles. We didn't see anything in the tree that's still in the yard, but we'll see. I got a beehive ready for them to be transferred. We got a couple people that are going to be monitoring it and helping us out with it, but we do want to keep the bees alive.
It's warmer.
Here I am in Tallahassee, Florida. We are in the Gulf of America. We drove 17 hours to get here from Iowa.
There was a mullet, yeah. We've had a mullet jump on this boat. Now, the boat is a pontoon boat, and it's a little lopsided right now, so I prefer if y'all would kind of spread out.
Right there. That's how close he is.
Did y'all hear
Oh,
what I
yeah, I
said?
see
Yeah,
him.
Move.
It's been squirting. We got the, well, I think this is the female and I think this is the male. So we kind of interrupted them.